So which running backs should you target, and which running backs are the my guy players for 2024 fantasy football? It's the Fantasy Sports Boss. Guys, hit that subscribe button. The season is almost here. Wall-to-wall coverage every Sunday, instant injury videos, wrap-up analysis at the end of the day, everything you need to know. So make sure you are a subscriber. There is not a better channel that will give you more quicker, up-to-date videos throughout the course of the day on Sunday than mine. I know there's all those sites that give you those those Twitter alerts and whatnot. I'm going to actually wait an extra couple of seconds, analyze the injuries, tell you exactly what happened, how bad it looked, all that stuff. So make sure you subscribe. Now, somebody made a comment. It was interesting, and I actually really liked what they said about the channel. They said, there's no BS. I just come on here, no bells and whistles, no graphics, no distracting anything. I just give it to you straight. And that's what this channel has always been about. Like, you want colorful graphics, pictures, all that. That's not what this channel is. It's just instant injury analysis, instant news analysis, reactions. Like yesterday, the Kyren Williams punt returning ridiculous video. That's over 1,000 views already. So that's what this channel is about. So anyway, as far as the running backs now, so you all know I am a wide receiver guy in the first round of drafts. I've been doing it for years. I've had the best success in drafting a wide receiver in the first round at the very least, in the first 2 rounds also. But this year, I'm not closing myself off to 2 guys in particular, and they are Breece Hall and Bijan Robinson. So if I'm picking 1, 2, or 3, I'm definitely open to the possibility of taking Breece Hall and Robinson. The reason being that it's a possibility is because I also like CeeDee Lamb. But I have CeeDee Lamb in one of my leagues. I'm looking to do a hero draft tomorrow, so I'm probably going to take Bijan and Breece Hall at the number 3 pick of my draft. I think both guys are home run picks. I really do. The receiving, the running, everything, they're going to be right there as a number 1 pick for 2025. So don't hesitate in the least to take either one of them. Now, typically, though, I do start looking in the second round once I take my running back in the first round. Travis Etienne is a guy I really like. I think, nobody talks about him. He was really good. I know the average was down last year. That was because the offensive line was terrible, but over 1,000 rushing yards, 11 touchdowns, 58 catches. Travis Etienne does it all. I've always been a big fan of his. I will draft him in the second round, no doubt about it. Isaiah Pacheco, he helped me win a championship last year. The training wheels are off. It is his job. There is nothing standing in his way. Now he's gonna miss a game or 2 with injury just because he runs really hard. He looks like a video game the way he runs. But Isaiah Pacheco, absolutely somebody I'm going to look at in the third round. Josh Jacobs, so he's one of the more polarizing players this year. You're either in on him or you're out. Like, there's no in between. I'm in on him. I know it was bad last year, but again, he was a victim of just the awfulness that was the Las Vegas Raiders last year. I think he's going to bounce back this year. He's 26, so he's still ahead of the age curve. He's going to catch a lot of passes. A.J. Dillon is gone, thank God. I don't wish injury on anybody. Let me just say that. But just the fact that we don't have to see him on the field even will free up even more touches for Josh Jacobs, who I think is going to go crazy this season in a good way. David Montgomery, I'm not chasing him, but he's not going to do much in the passing game. Jahmyr Gibbs is there. But if he falls into my lap in the 5th round, I would take him there. James Conner, man. I'll put James Conner and Aaron Jones in the same boat. I just can't get these guys out of my head. They're both 29 years old. Both are still really productive. Like last year, James Conner averaged 5 yards per carry. That was a career high. Aaron Jones had a huge finish to the season, 4.6 per carry, 5.3 the year before. I like both of these guys still. I have Jones on one team. I'm not going to double up on them. You do want to just not have too many of the same players on various teams, but I do like both of those guys. So if you're going to go that 0 running back strategy, Aaron Jones, James Conner, David Montgomery, and the next guy, Alvin Kamara. Yes, I know the average is way down. Yes, he's an aging back. Yes, he's on a bad team. But, man, he's catching 70 passes this year. And in PPR, that's gold. So I am in on Alvin Kamara if the price is right. All right. Hear me out on the next one. Tony Pollard looks really good this summer, right? Last year was a disaster. We know that. But the 2 previous years, 5.2 and 5.5 per carry. He's going to catch a lot of passes. I know Tajay Spears is there as well. It could be a 50-50 split. I don't think so. I think it'll be more 60-40, 65-35, maybe even 70-30. I think Tony Pollard is going to eat, and I do like Tony Pollard this season. The rest of the guys now, these are running back 2, 3 borderline. Javonte Williams, I still believe in the talent. He looks fresher this year. Now he's another year away from the knee injury. Devin Singletary, boring veteran, no doubt about it, but he's been good throughout his career, and now he's going to be the clear bell cow for the Giants. Brian Robinson Jr., Cliff Kingsbury loves to run the ball around the goal line. We saw that when he was in Arizona. I think Brian Robinson's going to be a good touchdown source there. And just as far as the rest of the guys, I'll keep it open on Jalen Warren and Austin Eckler in PPR leagues as a running back 3, not as a starter. And then certainly Blake Corum after what we found out yesterday with Kyren Williams. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Let me know which running backs you are targeting over the others. Post in the comments below.